Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. You guys, I was here, okay? I was here at 8, but I had phone calls back to back. So, finally got off the phone. Here we are. For those of you guys who missed me during the week, now is the time to hop on because I have stuff to do later on today, and I won't be live again until Monday. So, and I'm going to start writing names down of people who've subscribed. So as you come into the live stream, let me know if you subscribed to my website. If you're following me on IG, morning M. If you're following me on IG, so I can put your names down because I want to make sure when I do the drawing, I have all the names of all the people who subscribed, commented on a video. I'll be going through the videos too. That way, when I get ready to do the drawing, I know whose names to put in here. Also, if you book a reading on the website, please make sure that you read the descriptions carefully. Read them carefully. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my channel. Good morning, Diana. How are you, Gerard? And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. I'm going to just give everybody a few minutes to hop in before I get started. Let's see, Gerard. Y'all. Daimano. I was here at 8, but I had, listen, y'all know how my life goes. So I had phone calls back to back, so I couldn't hop on and go live. Oh, you're currently taking a test, Gerard. Well, best of luck to you. Wishing you all the best. Let's see. I got Diana. Oh, you know what, M2? I was thinking about the last live stream. Righty. One of my sisters is a lefty, though. I think it's the cutest thing. I just think lefties are the cutest thing. I wish I was ambidextrous, but unfortunately, I'm righty. Let's see. Who am I missing, y'all? Valerie, M, Gerard, Diana, Aisha, Glam. Oh, you're a lefty? I'm trying to think of who else is in here. Divine, Aquarian. Let's see. I think that is so neat. I think that is the neatest thing to be ambidextrous, where you can write with either hand, because I've tried to write with my left hand and listen, I can't do it. I tried and I can't do it. So I was just like, forget it, just forget it. But I think it's the coolest thing for people to be able to be ambidextrous, because I feel like it's just gifted. And my sister's a lefty. She's a lefty, my middle sister. And growing up, I used to always love to watch her write. I just think that's the coolest thing. They say that people who are ambidextrous and left-handed people are very intelligent. I think it's true. My apologies, y'all. I had coffee, and anytime I have coffee, I gotta have water because the sugar. But for those of y'all who are used to seeing me here made up, I'm not going out just yet, so. Bare minimum this morning. That was my sister too. She well, you know, when you learn to knit or crochet, a lot of the oh, thank you, Em. A lot of the what are they? The patterns are geared towards right-handed people. So my mom had to teach my sister how to crochet that would benefit her as a lefty, how to hold the needles and yarn and stuff like that in a different way. I don't even know if she still does it, but I was like, that's interesting. The most interesting. Let's see. Let me put this over here. Yeah, I just thought that was the neatest thing because she's the only one. There's 3 of us, and she was the only one that was left-handed. She's very smart, very, very intelligent. I think she even had her IQ level is at genius level, and it's like yeah, she had an IQ test done, and her IQ test is at genius level. So I'm just like, so that's good to know. There's intelligence in the family. Intelligence mixed, sprinkled with a little bit of crazy. But no, seriously, for those of you who have, like, if you struggle with mental illness or you have people in your family who struggle with mental illness, my prayers are out to you, because struggling with mental illness is difficult. It's very difficult, whether it's like something like dementia or bipolarism or anything, like any type of mental illnesses. It can be difficult. Schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder, like the depression, all of those things can be really difficult to deal with. So my prayers out to y'all. And if I'm not mistaken, October is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I think encouraging people to get the proper help that they need for any type of, mental illness is important, definitely. And just letting people know that, just letting people know. And this is why I always say reach out to people, check on people to make sure they're okay, because you never know what people struggle with silently. Yeah. Thank you, Diana. You never know what people struggle with silently. So just letting them know that they're loved and supported is important. It's very important. And I know me, myself, as a reader, I've dealt with people who I can tell that there's some things going on there. And I'm like, please go and get the help that you need. Because no matter, tarot only goes so far. Tarot is not a substitute for treatment. It's not a substitute for therapy. It's not a substitute for counseling, any of that. So trying to solve your problems and traumas using tarot it's not effective. It's not going to do it. Like, tarot is for situations that happen that allow us to see the energy surrounding that situation. It's not for if you're dealing with an onset of an illness to treat it. That's why there's licensed practitioners, psychiatrists, counselors, those people, therapists who are there to assist you in your recovery process. That's not what tarot is for. I literally had to tell someone this yesterday, to stop trying to seek answers for something that they had, some type of trauma they hadn't dealt with, and it was a serious situation. Right, and that's the thing, you have to use common sense. Like, you can't just solely rely on tarot. That's why you have to get professional help when you need professional help. Tarot is great for certain things, but it's not a substitute. That's just like saying, oh, well, I'm going to go to the tarot to find out about my court case. The tarot will show you the energy surrounding that situation, but it's not going to be able to tell you what the for sure set in stone outcome of that situation is going to be. That's why you hire an attorney. You see what I'm saying? That's why you hire an attorney. That's what the attorney's for. That's what they went to school for. You know what I mean? Just using that as an example. So yeah, it's great to say, well, you know, can you find out the possible outcome here, and keyword possible outcome, because no matter how many times readers tell people this is not set in stone, people tend to run around taking a reading as if it's like it's a blanket for whatever's going on in their life, and it doesn't work that way. So it's like, if you need help, get the help that you need. Get the counseling that you need. It is available to you. There are resources available to you. Even for people who feel like they can't afford it per se, they have payment plans and payment options available as well. Like, it's kind of like, what do they call it? You know, like when you go to the dentist and you can't pay that full amount up front. I think it's the sliding scale, something like that. So yeah, definitely, I strongly encourage you to get help, especially if you've dealt with child abuse, neglect, molestation, rape, anything serious like that. Definitely urge you to get help, like get therapy, because it's crucial. Good morning, the Hermit. Yes, I hadn't started readings. I was just letting everybody come into the live chat. So yes. Yes, exactly. Well, sometimes, sometimes, and I know I'm not the only reader that does this, sometimes you have to let people know their situation is extremely a toxic situation, and they do. Like, sometimes people need to go through like abuse counseling, and people that can repeatedly go back to abusive relationships. And when I say abusive, I mean violent relationships and things like that. Like, you need to get professional help. Like, and then you have this person has violent tendencies, and the person they're dealing with has violent tendencies. That's not healthy at all. So that's why I'm like, you need to go and get help with this. And at the core of it, the root of it is because of what happened to you as a child. This is why you act like this, and this is why you attract partners like this. So it's deeper than any reading is going to be able to get to get you to make, you know, better choices. Yeah. That's what I try to tell people. When you get a reading, use your intuition and common sense. Compare the two. It's almost like compare notes and see what you can adjust. Yes, exactly. Any type of abuse. Anytime somebody's been through that type of trauma, you definitely should seek professional help. It's really sad for me, because it's like, sometimes the person who's going through it, they can't see it. They can't see how it's affecting them. Or affecting their children. Like, they can't see how it's affecting them because they keep going back to that situation, because that's their normal. They're used to it. They attract it. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like, nope. You need therapy, not a reading. You don't need a tarot reading. You need therapy. In some cases, you might need medication because there's actually a chemical imbalance in the brain. So go and get the help that you need. But a lot of people tend to make excuses and be like, well, I can't afford it. But you just bought a $300 purse, though. Like, make it make sense. $400 hair. Like, we can afford the things that we want to afford. You have expensive habits. So if you can afford to do those things, you should be able to afford your mental health getting taken care of, or at least look into resources that will allow you a payment method. Allow you to make payments on something like that. Because that's important. That's why one of the first things I look for when it comes to jobs is insurance. Because depending on the type of insurance that you have, I found out that not all insurance covers, like, if you need to see a, yeah, that's a start, definitely. That is a start, acknowledging it. But then they'll like laugh it off or brush it off like it's not a big deal, like it's cute, and it's not. Like, yeah, I just attract these kind of people. I know I'm toxic. Like, that's supposed to be cute. Exactly, Diana. Priorities. But I recently found out, because when I was looking for a licensed therapist, the insurance that I have through my job, they don't cover mental health, which I think is a problem. They don't cover mental health, so I would have to come out of pocket for any therapy sessions that I had, because they were like, well, we don't cover it. Thankfully, that was initially when I first investigated, and then when I went back, they were like, oh, we do have these available. That's why I'm saying you have to do the research, because when I went back to find out what my insurance would cover as far as getting counseling or therapy, they were like, yes, we do cover. We have certain therapists and psychiatrists in network that are willing to work with you, and you can set up a payment plan. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. So I was like, great. So at least now I know that the services are available to me, and I know, okay, this is what I need to do, and this is the amount that I need to set aside if I'm serious about getting the help that I need to get. Yeah. But surprisingly, you have to find out, because some insurance covers, like, they'll do partial. It's just the same with health insurance. They'll cover partial things, like some don't fully cover a root canal. They may pay partial depending on how much you've got into your insurance. It's the adult life. But if you don't find out, you don't know what's available to you. That's why I always encourage questions, because until you ask, you don't know. And you be like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, well, you just signed up here and we'll get you hooked up with a therapist today. Oh, okay, great. Your first however many sessions are free, and then after that, you pay a certain amount, and we go from there. Also, there's BetterHelp. BetterHelp, I highly recommend it. BetterHelp, and there's, Talkspace? Yeah. Thank you, Em. Yeah, I try to share valuable information. BetterHelp, and I think that's the name of the other one. I think it's Talkspace. So, but there are licensed therapists and counselors right there on hand for you to connect with. That way you can kind of talk about, because that's the thing, like, that's not what I'm here for. As a tarot reader, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to help you overcome your trauma. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not licensed in that field, and that's why I say tarot is not a substitute. Most tarot readers don't have a license in psychology. Most of them are not licensed therapists. Now, every once in a while, you may get one that is, but that's not why you're going to them. You know what I mean? So it's like, whenever I see it come up, I'm going to encourage the person in the right direction and say, hey, this is what I strongly encourage you to do, because this is not an overnight problem. Oh yeah, absolutely, Em. Yeah, it's personal to me, because I've had family members that struggle with it, from depression to all kinds of things. So it's like, it's important to check on people, make sure they're okay, make sure they're able to handle what's going on. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And a lot of times people just need to know that they're loved and they're cared for, they're supported, they have a support system. I think that's the biggest thing for people who struggle mentally with the adult life is hard. I don't know about y'all, and when I say the adult life, from the time you're about 16, 17, 18 years old, you start planning to go out into the adult world. So for those of you parents who are watching my live stream, please show your young children love, your young adult children love, because they need to know that you're there to support them. Just because they're in college and they're grown doesn't mean that you have to fully pull back from them. You still have a say-so as their parent. You still want to make sure they're okay. You still want to make sure they're safe. College campus can be one of the most dangerous places for young adults from 18 to 25. There's rape, there's robbery. They don't report this stuff. So if you have college age children, it's your responsibility as a parent to check in with your children. If you know your child has struggled with mental illness or anything like that, to check in and make sure they're doing okay. Call them, be in contact regularly, go see them, have them come see you regularly, so that way you know, okay, they're good, they're okay. You know what I mean? Yes, you're absolutely right, Em. You're absolutely right. It just breaks my heart to see so many stories of people who are like, oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't know he was struggling with this or she was struggling with that. And then the person ends up taking their own life, or something worse happens because people just, they just assume. They just assume, oh, he's fine. He's great. She's great. She's in college now. We're not going to check on her. I mean, we'll see her when she comes home for Christmas. That's great that they're going to come home for holidays, but you know. Yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's important. Sir Doc, I haven't even started a reading list yet. Yep. Yeah, that too. Because it can take a toll on you too. Any caretakers, to be patient with yourself as well, because it's hard to deal with both. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So just remember to be patient and gentle with yourself as well, because there may be things you don't know or understand, and you're just taking it, one day at a time. So don't be too hard on yourself. Sorry, y'all. I had to get that out for some reason about mental health. I'm gonna do the first 3 people in here free, and anybody after that will need to make donations. Yeah. For sure. All right, y'all. I won't keep you waiting. Let's see. What I got going on here? Thank you, Em. Like I said before, if you're new to the channel and you'd like to be entered into the deck giveaway, I have 3 decks I'll be giving away. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, #Aquarian Empress Tarot, and make sure you subscribe to my mailing list on my website, aquarianempresstarot.net. All right. Y'all know I keep a whole wide range of lighters, so yeah. Yes, please drop a heart if you're still here and you like a quick reading. I had to touch on mental illness a little bit because, like Em said, it's so overlooked, and a lot of people think that, oh, what do they call it, Em? I think it's like functioning. People think that because you're high functioning that you're okay, and a lot of times those be the very people that end up in a bad situation, because everybody thinks, oh, well, he just seemed fine. He just seemed fine. No. Check on people. Check on them. Call them. Spend quality time with them. And encourage them to go get the help they need. That's like, Hi, Aisha. Yeah. Yep. Clearing the space. I also had Palo Santo burning here too. I got to get some more little stickies. I usually have them everywhere. I have them everywhere. And I'm always burning incense everywhere. Rico, I think he's used to the smell now. He's just used to it, like, you know. Hi, Juliet. Hey to everybody who's just hopping into the live stream. Hey, y'all. Yes, there's three spots open. So if you want to be added to the list really quickly, go ahead and drop a heart so that M knows to add you to the list. Because she ain't going to add you if you don't drop a heart. And if you'd like to be entered into the giveaway, let me know. What kind of incense do I like? My favorite incense is opium. That's my favorite incense. It's the smell of it is strong. Gerard. Okay, yeah. Yep, drop a heart, Gerard. Drop a heart. Yep, opium is my favorite incense. I think there's actually a fragrance called opium. Yeah. I get it whenever I go to the metaphysical shop, which I'll be stopping by there today to get some things. Hopefully. I also like patchouli. Patchouli is one of my favorites too. Patchouli kind of has a sweet, strong smell to it. So patchouli and opium are my top two favorite incenses. I had some other ones that smell really, really good. Like it was like a rainforest and a pine. Yeah, I love the strong, like woodsy ones too. Right? I always pop in because usually I'll get more sage well, this time I need more Palo Santo sticks because, well, y'all see my little Palo Santo. Like, there's really, like, not much left. So, that's what we're at, you know. But I had one that smells just like evergreen or pine. It was like a clear, refreshing scent, and it was strong. I really liked that one. And I've had lavender, sandalwood. I'm trying to think of what other ones. There's one called King Cake. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that incense, but it literally smells like cake. So yeah, it smells yummy. I enjoyed that one. I actually have those in scones, actually. I have those, yeah. Well, they're in this size. Well, this is dragon's blood because you see it written on the bag, but I usually have them in these big cones like this. Yes. Yeah, it kind of does have like a Christmas smell to it. They even have cinnamon incense, which is good if you are trying to attract like money, prosperity, good energy. Cinnamon is great for that. Cinnamon is great for that. Yeah. Hi, Gemini Virgo. Welcome to my channel. We actually have a list. So, before you post your question, you'll want to ask if the list is still open, which I'm not sure at this point. All right. So, who is first? Okay, Gerard. Did you drop your question already? And I just miss it? Okay, Gerard, we're waiting on you. You can drop your question. Y'all, look, I'm so old fashioned. I got a little number 2 pencil that I was writing stuff down with because I couldn't find a pen. So that worked for me. Love interest, Anne's next actions towards me and Shields. I'm focusing. Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Let's find out what's her current energy right now. Let's find that out. Let's see, Spirit. What is Anne's overall energy towards Gerard? Yeah. Yeah, cinnamon is great for anything, attracting anything abundance wise, cinnamon. What else? Orange. Yes, it is coming to an end. Yes. Honestly, I've seen so many folks posting on Instagram about how Mercury is affecting them, blah, blah, blah. The only real effects that I've had from Mercury retrograde is experiencing other people's rudeness and me personally feeling tired, just feeling tired. I swear, everybody for the past like 2 weeks have just been incredibly out of control, their attitude, and I'm just like, I'm gonna stay over here in my little bubble and not bother folks. Technical gaps, that has happened. Technical glitches have happened. And honestly, I think if you pretty much keep your vibration up high, oh, look at this, Gerard. That's her overall energy. Love. She's a lot of love for you. Oh, really? If you're the type of person that keeps your vibration high for the most part, you're not gonna be grouchy during retrograde, or you know what I mean? You're not gonna be irritable. Also, if you don't surround yourself by people who function on a low vibrational level, you're not gonna be irritable and moody because you try to keep your vibration high. But I just felt because the phases of the moon and the planets affect our body energetically here on this planet. So I felt really, really tired. But also, part of that reason was because I was deficient in magnesium. Magnesium does something. That's her overall energy. Let's see how she's feeling. Yeah, well, a lot of people were running around using Mercury as an excuse to misbehave or not get things done. Yeah, and it's like some of that stuff is on you. Some of that stuff is just personal choices. You choose to act out. You choose to behave in a certain way. You choose to snap at people. And just because you feel it, just because you feel the urge to be irritated, then pull back. If that's how Mercury affects you and you know that, then it's your responsibility as an adult to control your emotions. It's your responsibility to pull back from people. Let's see. But yes, you're right, Gerard. It definitely caused some technical glitches. That's why Facebook was down for a day. My computer systems in the office where I work were going in and out. Like my internet was going in and out. There were some glitches. My phone would just shut off. Y'all, my phone would just shut off. Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up, Aisha. She has hope in this connection, Gerard. That's how she's feeling. She has a lot of hope for this connection. Yeah, I think I've blocked them before, Aisha. It's safe to love. Yeah, she feels safe to love with you, and her heart is open to you. Okay, you see how the little heart says open there, and it says it's safe to love. She feels like it's safe to love you. See what I'm saying? People are out of control and they just need to be checked. They just need to be checked. I've also unfollowed a lot of accounts here recently on Instagram because of people's attitudes and their personality just doesn't mesh well with mine. And a lot of the stuff that they say is very like low-key toxic and very like conceited. And I pulled myself back. So I'm just like, I'm not supporting this attitude. I don't want to take on this energy, so I'm just going to tap out. Spying and suspicious. Spying and suspicious. I think she is curious about you, wanting to know what's going on with you, Gerard. I don't know if she reaches out to you or you guys communicate regularly, but she is curious about you, and she may follow you on social media as well. How is she feeling towards Gerard? Innocence. Innocence. Yeah. She feels a very like, with innocence, she feels like your intentions are pure. Like you have genuine intentions. Yeah. Okay, yeah. She feels like your intentions are very, very genuine. And I have to throw that out there too. Like if you're following somebody on social media and they just start talking crazy, unfollow them. If it's not something that you support, don't feel afraid to unfollow somebody. Like just because an account has a large thousands of followers doesn't mean that the person is genuine. Yeah. Refreshing. I love this. Refreshing. She feels like you're a fresh breath of air to her. She feels like it's like finally somebody I can actually open up to, trust, talk to, you know what I mean? Like somebody that finally gets me. Yeah. She feels like you get her. Yeah. Which is good. Which is really, really great energy. That's great energy. How's this she feeling, Spirit? Apologies. She kind of is in a remorseful sense that she kind of feels bad in the sense that she's not able to fully fully give you what you need right now from her in this connection. We have dating. She does want to spend time with you. She does. She wants that to be able to happen if it hasn't yet. Taking her time to really get to know you and you get to know her. Freedom. She feels free with you. She feels free to express herself. She's not afraid to let you know what her needs are. She's not afraid to let you know how she feels about things. Yeah. Yeah. Feminine still searching. Yeah, she's still trying to figure out herself. She's still trying to figure out what it is that she really wants in a relationship. And she's also still healing is what I feel with this feminine still searching. She's still trying to get her heart and her emotions together. But she feels like you're the one. She feels like you're the one. That's how she feels. Just so you know. She feels like you're the one. Yeah. That's understandable. That's understandable. Yeah. But that's where she's at. That's how she feels towards you, which is really great energy. She has a lot of love for you, and she sees you as the one. So that's good energy. But she does, like, she wishes that you guys could, like, spend time together. Oh, so that'll be a pleasant surprise. That'll be a pleasant surprise. Okay. That's sweet of you, Gerard. I really hope everything works out for you too, because you feel like you seem like a really, really loving man. You feel like seem like a very loving man. So I hope everything works out for you and her. And I hope that she can work through whatever issue she's got. That's always the hardest part about relationships, because when you have someone who is still in their healing phase, it can take them some time to get it together. That's sweet of you. Do you guys talk regularly? Like, does she call you or anything, or text you or anything? I know you said she follows you on social media, but do you guys actually talk to each other? That's great. Aisha, you can go ahead and drop your question, love. Yeah, suddenly. Yeah, be mindful of that. Be mindful of her not really communicating with you. Check in, because if you guys are trying to, here's the thing with long distance relationships. If you guys are trying to establish a healthy relationship, then communication needs to communication needs to be consistent. Let's see. Right. But even with you guys being at a distance, Gerard, she should still be able to communicate with you. She should. I mean, if she's following you on social media, all she has to do is send you a DM. Right. 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 Not clingy. Not saying to be clingy, but communication. Anybody here in this live stream that's in a long distance relationship understands what I'm saying, and I've been in one myself. Consistent communication is everything, because if you're in a long distance relationship and you don't really hear from the person, you know, sometimes the mind can wander, and the mind can be like, well, what's going on, or I haven't heard from them. Could they be seeing someone else? Do they have something else going on? You know? So it's important. Communication is critical in a long distance relationship. So I'm not saying to be clingy, but at the same time, you need to be able to be reassured by your person, right? Because they're your person, that they are still in love with you, and that they are doing everything they can to bring you two into union. Because you can't see them. You can't see where she's at. You can't see who she's with. You can't see what's going on. Only thing you see is what she chooses to post on Facebook, Instagram, whatever she's on. That's all you're allowed to see. People can tell you anything. This is me being real with you. People can say anything, just like you can tell her anything. She doesn't really know what you go through every day, because she doesn't see you. You don't live together. You're not face to face on a regular basis. So communication is critical. Yeah. Exactly, Em. Exactly. But it's important to have, you know what I mean? To have that phone call every couple of days or every other day. You know what I mean? It don't have to be every day. Every day is great, because it's always great to check in, but let's see. What is the Pisces overall energy, spirit towards Aisha? Her love interest. Of course. That's why I said every other day or every few days. 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days, 72 hours, that's enough time. 48 hours, that's enough time for you to have to yourself. You know what I mean? At least twice, 2 or 3 times a week. You're welcome. You're most welcome. Because I'm not a clingy person. I'm an Aquarius. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not a clingy person. But I'm also very intuitive. And I can pick up signs. If I don't hear from you and we were consistently communicating and then all of a sudden something changes, why did it change? Why did it change? You know what I mean? Like if you had a pattern of communicating every day, and then all of a sudden you hear from them once a week, that's a big change. So those are things to pay attention to. Let's see. So what's his overall energy? We have offer. We have offer. He's in this energy of like he wants to offer you something. Spirit, what's the situation? What's going on around him? Tell me more, because we want to know. I hope that makes sense. Y'all know I'm not clingy. Yeah, he's got a lot going on in his workspace. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Ace of Swords. He may be communicating this to you. Would you say he's enlisting in the army in November, come November? Yeah. At one point, he may have been afraid to talk to you about it with the 8 of Swords, because it's like, the 8 of Swords for me is a lack mentality and holding back, but he's very, I feel like he wants to communicate with you. Because the Ace of Swords is definitely about clarity and communication. I got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Here's the thing. The Knight of Swords in reverse about this energy can be telling you what you want to hear. Bullshit, basically. So be careful of it. Judgment. He's going to have to make some decisions. And it's not going to be easy decisions either. It's not going to be easy decisions when it comes to this connection. Yeah, because he's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on in his work environment, career-wise. Yeah. So how does he feel? How does he feel? Five of Cups. 5 of Cups. I don't know if you guys have actually been together. And when I say been together, I mean like dated, like you guys have met physically, face to face, Aisha. But I'm getting that he feels kind of regret or sorrow that you guys haven't actually had that one-on-one time together, been out on a date, went to dinner together, something like that, where you guys can spend quality time together. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. He feels like things are imbalanced between the two of you because of that, and he's afraid that things may actually come to an end. That's what he's afraid of. That's how he feels. He's afraid that you might lose trust in him. Even though there's a lot of love here, there's a lot of emotions, Ace of Cups. He's afraid that this could come to an end because things are not balanced between the two of you. It's like he wants to give to the connection, but it's like he can't fully give to the connection right now because of whatever he's dealing with. And I feel like that's in regards to career. Juliet, if you're here, let us know because we're going down the list. Right? So there's that. Please drop a thumbs up if you're here. What's the possible outcome? Yeah, he wants to, but you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing with wanting to. If you want to, you make a way to do something. You know what I mean? You make a way. If you want something, if I want coffee, bingo, got it right here. I made it because I wanted coffee this morning. You see what I'm saying? People say things with their mouths, but then don't follow through with the actions. And then they expect you to be okay with their half-ass effort. No. If you say you want a relationship with me, then follow through, right? If you say that I'm your person, then act like it. You know what I mean? Ace of Pentacles. Possible outcome here. Yeah, there's love here. He has love for you. He wants to give things to you, but there could be manipulation here because I see Seven of Swords here. And the Seven of Swords is indicative of holding back information or dishonesty in some type of way or just manipulative energy. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Four of Swords. When I ask Spirit possible outcome here. Five of Pentacles. Whoa. Okay, so possible outcome. Remember, this is not set in stone, okay? Energies change. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for this to be a stable connection. However, because of distance, Five of Swords. This is what I say about long distance relationship. Like I was just telling Gerard. It can be mentally exhausting when someone doesn't give you or provide you the reassurance that you need in your relationship. The person is very wishy-washy. You hear from them every so often, once a week, once a month. That's not cool with me. But y'all are grown, so y'all do what y'all want to do. But when you don't have that reassurance and consistency in your relationship, because consistent communication is critical. If it's not consistent, there's always that possibility that you're gonna end up drifting apart with the Four of Swords. You're gonna end up drifting apart and losing interest, becoming bored in the relationship because it's at a halt. It's not moving forward. And that's why I have the Five of Pentacles here. You may end up wanting to move on because, you know, you're a divine feminine here. You want to be loved. You want to nurture the relationship. You want things to grow, but you don't want to have to be alone doing it. That's the whole point of having a relationship. You have a partner, right? Or supposed to. So you end up feeling like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to do it my damn self because he's not here and he keeps telling me. And this is what I mean with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Because the Knight of Swords in reverse is just basically talking shit. Like saying things that they think you want to hear because it sounds good on paper. But then when it comes to actually putting it into action, they don't follow through. So there's a possibility of you ending up being right back single if you get tired of this constant, it's like in and out energy for me. It's in and out energy with the Five of Swords. I don't like it because the Five of Swords is like, exactly, M. The Five of Swords is like, there's conflict. And the Five of Swords can also indicate separation. And then the Four of Swords is indicating a time period where you need to focus on your healing and moving on, even if that means walking away from the connection. A lot of people have struggled with that because they, you know, their emotions get, and trust me, I know because I've been there. Your emotions get involved with this person. You love this person, but you see that it's not working. So instead of you just walking away from the situation and doing you're still caught up in their energy. So that's what I'm getting as a potential possible outcome here. But the thing here, Aisha, is for you to be real with yourself. What do you want? Yeah, what do you want from this connection? If you see that it's not going anywhere, pivot. Do a 360. Do a 360. I'm not saying you have to cut the person off, but I definitely will give him his space to figure out if he's serious. Because if he wants it, he'll prove it. Yeah. If you're not showing interest, then why would I show interest? Why am I going to be calling someone that doesn't call me? Why am I going to be texting someone that doesn't text me back? Or it takes them days to text me back? Doesn't make sense. Or you can tell just through the conversations that you have whether or not the person actually has plans to do anything at all. It's kind of like those guys that'll text, I want to see you, but then he never makes plans to see you. You see what I'm saying? I miss you so much. I love you so much. Okay, then do something about it. Show up. Let's go. Plan some dates. Let's go. Well, you know, I had to end up staying late. You know what I mean? Exactly. Julian, words mean nothing. Words mean nothing. Actions, everything. It's like, oh, I love you. Do you? Do you? Because you say you do. Yeah, definitely, Aisha. Because what happens is, because of the Empress divine feminine energy, women tend to give a lot more in relationships than men do. Because men are like this. They have tunnel vision. So they see what they have in front of them. Yeah, you look great because you're here over here on the side. You look great, but then it's like, now I gotta turn my attention here instead of here. So it's like men are like one track mind, the single track mind. Oh, I gotta get this done and I gotta take care of this and da 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 da. But it's like, but you got this person over here, so you can't forget about her over here. Now she's gotta be right here with everything else that you're seeing. Yeah. So until he's able to put you in here, leave him over there. Because you actually, divine feminines, you have stuff right here that you need to do. You may be trying to pay off debt. You may be trying to raise your credit score. You may be planning on moving into a new home. You may be trying to pay off your car loan. You may be trying to finish school. You may be trying to raise children. You have things right here in front of you as well. Don't forget that. He's over here in the distance. He looks and sounds great, but until he's able to step up and man up, then just leave him over here. Because he's got to keep up with you. You have a lot going on. So he needs to be able to keep up with you. Right? Does that make sense? That's just like somebody giving you a compliment. You're pretty. Oh, thank you. But that compliment is not gonna pay a bill. It's not gonna take you out to dinner. That compliment is not gonna give you someone to be with it at night. You know what I mean? Like it's a compliment. It's nice. It makes you feel great. The compliment is nice. It makes you feel great. He makes you feel great. I miss you so much. I miss you too. What are you doing about it, sir? I love you. I love you too. Right over here. Right over here. So what are we doing about it? See what I'm saying? Until he makes the dream a reality, leave him in La La Land. Because it's not a reality until they actually do something about it. There's no reality. Okay, y'all, who did I have left? Diana, I forgot you were even in here. Exactly. Babe, when are you gonna do something? When are we moving in? Like, you know. Right? Juliet, you can drop your question, love. Hey, Aquarian. How long have you and O been together? You guys, you can use super chat. I want you to know that you can. I don't like super chat. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. But you can use super chat for those who want to use super chat. If you want to donate anything, donations are greatly appreciated. But yeah, you can use super chat. But yeah, just realize, be real with yourself, ladies. Be real. That's the thing. Like, I had to do that for myself. I'm not telling y'all anything that I haven't had to do. Like, you have to really be real about your situation. And other people don't know your whole story and situation. You don't owe them an explanation, but you know what's going on. Use your common sense, use your intuition, and go by what you see. Not what you hear, but what you see. Because actions speak louder than words. They do. Even the Bible says faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. Meaning, you believe. Okay, but how are you showing that you believe? How are you behaving in situations? You see what I'm saying? You just met long distance, and right now so you guys met like online, Juliet? Thank you, Aquarian love. We will make sure you get added because I don't want you falling asleep. Not at all. We do not want you falling asleep, honey. We don't. Also, you guys, hop over to my website. I'm telling y'all, this is a really great deal that I'm offering for people who subscribe. Okay, go over to my website, aquarianempresstarot.net. Go to where it says pricing plans when you get to my homepage. Click on general readings. It's $40 a month, which is only $10 a week. If you subscribe to the pricing plan, you can email me anytime during the week that you need a reading. I will get it done, and this covers live streams as well. All right, and you can cancel it at any time. Great deal. All right. Yeah, long distance dating show. It is rough, Em. Trust me, it is rough. And the guy I dated like 3-4 years ago, he was only like almost 3-hour distance for me, but that was still tough. Because like I said earlier, you know, the distance, the lack of communication, it plays games with you. And then when you start to actually see someone's behavior, because I would actually go and see him like every other weekend, which now thinking back about it, I just cringe because I'm like, how could I have been so stupid? I would go and spend my weekend there and I would just see his behavior and I was just like, damn, like, I can't believe this. Like, I can't believe I'm trying to, it's almost like trying to put a shoe on that's not your size. It doesn't work. Like, I can't force this person to want me. And I shouldn't have to try to prove myself that I'm worthy. And that's what I realized. That was a lesson I learned from that relationship. Like, I don't owe him anything. I was fine before I met him. I'm still fine. Gorgeous. I was doing great, taking care of my job, taking care of my responsibilities. I did not need him for any damn thing. And all I wanted was time, attention, and love. That's all I wanted. And I was willing to drive damn near 3 hours to get it and still not get it. That was a huge lesson for me. Huge lesson for me. I'm not going to bend over backwards to get a man to see that I care. I want this. You know what I mean? Yeah, that aha moment. It was like, boom. What are you doing? What are you doing? He obviously doesn't give a damn about you at all. None at all. So why are you continuing to call and text? No response. No reply. Ghosted. Just ghosted. Oh, Aquarian, go ahead and drop your question, love. Go ahead and drop your question. Juliet, I'm going to get you after Aquarian because donations are priority. So I'm going to get you after Aquarian, okay? But I'll scroll back up so I can see what you said. Aquarian, go ahead and drop your question, love. Where we at? But yeah, it was definitely one of those lessons for me because it was like, he's just wasting time. He's a time waster. And always a thousand excuses. Totally different now. Totally different situation now. But that was awful. That was God awful. Let's see. Let's see. Is Trish still conspiring? Spirit, what's the overall energy surrounding Trish? What's her overall energy towards Aquarium? I'm going to use a different deck. I'm going to use my deck. Yeah, so Aquarian, because you're here a lot, girl, you should just hop on over there and sign up for the pricing plans. I mean, you can always cancel at any time, and the first week is free because you're here and you just hop in the live streams. think, yeah, you and N would probably be the only two people that signed up, but it's a great deal. It really is. And it gives me the freedom to do the readings on my time. So I don't have to try to be pressured during the week when I work to do it. But if you email me during the week, I definitely will make sure you get it. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. She's actually in a sorrowful energy. She feels bad about what she did, Aquarian. So I don't see her still trying to sabotage. She feels guilty about what she's done, is what I'm feeling. Like, she feels guilty about what she's already done. And she may have told someone this, because I got the King of Swords in reverse, that she knows that she's been an ass, and she wants to, like, apologize for it. Thank you, Em. I'm so glad that you said that, because I think sometimes people get hesitant to do things when they don't know, like, if other people have tried it and it works for them. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Reconciliation. Familiarity. It's almost like she wants to, yeah, she wants to make things right. She does want forgiveness. Yep, Aisha. Sometimes you have to pull back. Sometimes you have to pull back. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, she's coming from a loving place now, Aquarian. So I don't feel like you have to worry about her. Now, unless you see different behavior, then you'll need to take action, move accordingly. Let's see. We have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Yeah, she's distracted by probably other responsibilities, because the Four of Cups is like a distracted, aloof type of energy. So she's not even concerned about what you've got going on right now. So that's a good thing. Yeah. Just so you know. She's not even concerned about what you got going on right now. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah. Spirit, what does Trish think about Mike's message? What does she think about? Whoa. Ace of Cups. It was a heartfelt conversation that he had with her with the Ace of Cups. What does she feel about the conversation? For her to start over new, basically, because I got the Ace of Wands, to start something new, and also with the Nine of Wands, he knows that it's going to be difficult for her, but she can do it. Yeah. Yeah. And for her, look, Five of Cups keeps coming out. Yeah. Five of Cups next to the Nine of Wands tells me that for her, his message was, he was kind about it with the Ace of Cups, but he's basically said with the Wheel here on the bottom that she needs to make some changes, and she needs to stop being difficult with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. Either she apologizes or makes things right, because the Five of Cups is an apologetic energy. Hey, Mariah. Honey, the free list has been done. It's been done for a while. It's been done for a while. I was just telling everybody, if you have not checked out my website, to go on there, sign up for the pricing plan. It's $40 a month, which is $10 a week, and you can cancel it anytime. That way you can just hop in. You can just hop in and get your reading done. Or if you need a reading during the week, you have access to me, so you can just email me whatever you got going on, and I will make sure I get your reading done. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. You're welcome, love. Or you can, or you can donate the $10 now, PayPal, whatever, Cash App, or whatever, Super Chat, whatever you feel comfortable with, and I'll get you this morning. Thank you, M. Yeah. You're most welcome, Aquarian. Yeah, so y'all go check it out because I feel like the pricing plan is a great deal. I mean, you can't beat it. It's $10 a week. $10 a week for unlimited readings versus you paying, because my readings are generally between $20 and $60. $60 are for like love situations because love readings are so draining energetically. So I charge the most for them. Good morning, Aisha. Girl, I'm glad you popped in here. I'm so glad you popped in here because I have removed a lot of moderators that are not here. So I'm glad that you popped in here because I was like, where's she at? But yeah, I removed a lot of moderators that don't moderate. So now we're down to like bare minimum. M, Valerie, you. Yeah, I think y'all are the only moderators that even show up. I think y'all, yeah. If you're interested in being a moderator, let me know. Email me, DM me, or something. All right, Juliet. So you met this guy online, and he's not talking. He's not talking. How long have you guys been talking, Juliet? I forgot to ask you that. Oh, and I was also just telling everybody about the pricing plans, Aisha. It's $40 a month. Great deal. You cannot beat it. M's on it. She loves it. It's $10 a week. You can cancel at any time. Anytime you don't feel like you need readings that week, just cancel out. Let's see. It's on the home page when you go to my website. Oh, okay. Okay. Spirit, what's his overall energy? What is his overall energy between him and Juliet? The Chariot. He's battling internally. He's battling. Thanks, Aisha. I'll have it going on for a while. It's a special. And also, if you sign up for the pricing plan, if you want to do like a video call, I can do your reading that way if that's more comfortable for you. I usually do a pre-recorded video and send you the link so you can watch your private link. But if not, if you prefer to do a face-to-face with me, that's fine. I can do a face-to-face session, Skype session, Instagram, video chat, whatever. The Chariot. His thing is, Juliet, he is struggling. He's struggling to move forward in this relationship. I don't know what was said, but he's trying to recover. The Star is here. Okay? Spirit, clarify the Chariot, please. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Because whatever you guys had an argument about, it was stressful for him. See how this samurai, he's pissed off. You can see it. He's got his sword in his belt and he's walking off. Like, you know what? I'm done with it. But yeah, it was stressful for him. It was overwhelming for him. So he's trying to move forward right now. Clarify the Chariot. 7 of Wands. Yeah, he's guarded right now. That's why you're not hearing from him. Like I said, he's pissed off. He's got his walls up. He's in defense mode right now. But he is trying to heal from whatever you guys talked about. You're welcome, love. I mean, you're still free to come in and donate, you know, as you are available to do so. That's fine. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. He's in his head about this connection. He's in his head about it. 8 of Swords. He's kind of depressed about what happened between you two. Like, damn, this isn't working out the way I want it to work out. But I feel like there's a 2 of Wands here. And, you know, the 2 of Wands is about being focused, making plans. Spirit, clarify the 2 of Wands, please. Yeah. Um, he feels guilty about whatever happened between you guys. The Hierophant came out, so that tells me morally he feels like he was out of character with you. I feel like he focuses on, his focus is on right now. 5 of Swords. Doing what? What does he plan on doing? 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords. It's like he's trying to separate himself from a stressful environment. Yeah. 3 of Wands. 7 of Swords. Yeah, he's trying to separate himself from a stressful environment and with the 5 of Swords or stressful situation that he feels like giving up on because he feels like he's being taken advantage of. 3 of Wands. I feel like he wants to see if things can grow between you two. Yeah. Tell me more. We got the Page of Swords. I got the Page of Swords here. He's thinking about you. He's thinking about reaching out to you as well. Because the Page of Swords is a curious energy, like in your head energy. You're thinking about this person. You know, you want to reach out to them and all of the things. So that's what he's got up here. He's thinking about that. Let's see. It's funny you say that, Juliet, because I feel like that's such a common thing where men take their stress out on you. And trust me, I have been there. Allow him the opportunity to see that he was an ass. Don't give in to it. Don't even let him know that it bothered you, but don't make it like a... So that way you can see his character. See if he's willing to apologize for his behavior. The Emperor, yeah, he's thinking about balancing things out with you and like letting you know he does want to make peace with you. And he realizes that his actions were less than acceptable. Because judgment is also about taking responsibility for your own actions. And he wants to make peace with you. He wants to make peace with you. With the Justice. Yeah. So it's almost like he wants to reconcile. Yeah. Page of Cups. You may actually get an apology. Page of Cups. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say what I said. You know, it was a lot of things going on. And I reacted 9 of Wands without thinking. Impulsively. Yeah. Yeah, I do love you. The Lovers is here. I do love you. I do care about you. Yeah. Definitely. You want him to prove it, especially with him being a Pisces. Yeah. Pisces men tend to live in their own little world. They do. They live in their own little world. And they can see you in it, but then it's like they don't put a lot of effort into it. So, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because he was in the wrong here for snapping out at you. And this is exactly what I've been trying to tell people, that just because the energies are off, just because we're in Mercury retrograde, it's not an excuse to be a bitch. It's not an excuse to be an ass to someone or treat somebody disrespectfully. You are an adult, okay? So take responsibility for your actions. If I snapped at M, I'm going to apologize to her because morally that's the right thing for me to do. I shouldn't take my frustration out on M because we're in Mercury retrograde. That doesn't make sense. When she's just asking me a simple question. Or I've got a lot going on at work and I snap at Juliet. I'm not going to ignore that because that's wrong. That's just morally wrong. Anybody who has moral principles about themselves, any type of moral behavior at all, would apologize and be like, you know what, Juliet, I am so sorry. I reacted that way and I apologize. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to be like, well, you know, I had this going on and it is Mercury retrograde. I don't care if the sky was falling and the earth was crumbling to pieces. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. So if the person wronged you, it's their responsibility to fix it. What would you reach out for? because you would do the same thing for them. If you wronged them, you would humble yourself and apologize and say, you know what, I was wrong. I apologize. I should not have behaved that way. I should not have spoken to you that way. That way you get to see who you're really dealing with. Because a humble person will apologize. They will make things right. A humble person will even apologize for things sometimes that they don't even do wrong. But if it makes you feel, because they care about your feelings and your emotions do matter to them, they can empathize with you and they'll be like, you know what? My baby said that she wanted to go here, and so I'm going to make a way for us to go there because I want to prove to her that, you know, I do care about how she feels. Go ahead, Em. You're good. Exactly, Aisha. Exactly. So, Juliet, you may get an apology, my dear. Because I do feel like I feel like he values you. Someone was, I could tell they were low-key offended because, which is a group I unfollowed on Facebook, but I had mentioned, because someone told me she had went to a reader and the reader was very rude to her, like really, really rude. And I said, because she said, is it just me or is everybody having an attitude during Mercury retrograde? Right? Because we're going to use that. And I said, what do you mean? Because sometimes people mistake boundaries for being disrespect. And when she explained the situation, I said, well, I'm so sorry you went through that. I hope that the person apologizes and rectifies the situation. Because I've noticed, honestly, that a lot of readers in the spiritual community don't have a lot of humility. They come across as very conceited, that they know everything or they're better than everybody else and that they do no wrong. And that can be further from the truth. And she said the lady came back to her later on asking her what she needed. She was very frank with her, cut her off, told her that her energies were bad and her spirits didn't want her to work with her. But then she turned around and came back and was asking for the lady's business, asking her what reading she needed and all this stuff. And I said, well, hopefully she'll rectify and apologize for her behavior. Then someone else jumps in. Oh, well, honestly, we're all feeling the energies of Mercury retrograde right now, not making an excuse. Really? I agree the energies are off, and I agree we're all going through Mercury retrograde, but I don't agree that it's an excuse for you to be disrespectful to someone and then turn around and not even apologize or acknowledge it. See what I'm saying? I can't deal with that type of mindset, because just because everybody is going through something, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. And if you know that you're that type of person, then maybe you shouldn't be a reader. Okay, Juliet, love. Let's see. Let's see, and let's see, love. Let's see why. Because there's always a why. Let's see. On top of that, the person is like, people need to show grace to readers and healers. But I'm like, so readers and healers shouldn't show grace to their clients, to the people that come to them and ask questions? Be understanding, come from an understanding place? Just weird to me. Just weird. Let's see. I mean, it's not all about the reader. It's not all about me. If anything, it's more about the people who are coming to me, because they're coming to me in a very vulnerable space. Oh, thank you, Juliet. Let's see, home sweet home. That's why, and that's how he sees you. Home sweet home. That's why. He's comfortable with you. He's familiar. You guys have history. He doesn't want to just let that go. Time is of the essence. This is also another reason why he continues to reach out to you, because he knows that he could actually lose this opportunity. That's what I'm getting. Like, I'm literally seeing the Four of Cups in my mind. Like, he feels like you're distancing yourself from this connection, and then it could be a missed opportunity, as we say in tarot. Also, he sees that you're having difficulty trusting him in this connection because, well, I mean, he hasn't really held up to his end of the bargain. Exactly, Em. I just saw your comment. A balance of kind and tough. Yeah. Yeah, Aisha, and it's hard because people forget that readers, we're people too. We have emotions too. And sometimes we can be a little bit too aggressive or assertive, and people want to come across, to me, I feel like it's prideful to come across as like, well, I can be rude to you in a reading. No, ma'am. No. There's a difference, like Em said, a balance of showing tough love and being just flat out disrespectful to someone. If you're disrespectful, you need to make it right and apologize to that person. I don't care if you're a reader or you're a person who's coming to the reader. It's just the moral behavior. People don't have like common decency anymore. It's just like customer service. If I go to Walmart to make a return or an exchange, the person at that desk better treat me with some decency, or I won't be coming back there again. Because that's how you do business. That's how you do relationships. And if they're in the wrong, they're gonna apologize and say, you know what, ma'am, I'm so sorry. We owe you a $20 difference. Can we give you a credit? Whatever it was, to rectify the situation. Let's see. Yeah, winter. Winter for me, Em, as a reader, winter is things going dead. Things going dead. Things going dead. He doesn't want things to end. That's what he fears. So this is what he's doing. You see, I'm shuffling. Promise and proposal. He's wanting to keep this going, so he's making promises. He's wanting you to know, okay, I'm going to fix this situation. Yeah, I've stopped doing that too because I've had to limit my time. I have so much to do. Yeah. Communication. So guess what? He's communicating more. That's why he's communicating more, to promise you, to offer you the promise of a commitment, to offer you the promise of things getting better, because he understands that time is running out. Depression. He feels like this is just like, the energy is like you're down. I wouldn't necessarily say depressed, but like disappointed would be more accurate, because it's like his behavior is wishy-washy. Wishy-washy. That's why, because he's very wishy-washy. We have masking feelings because he masks his feelings, and sometimes he comes across as very detached. But the truth is, here's, you ready for this one? This is the big one. Yeah, you complete him. You're the missing piece to his puzzle. We've got complete. Yeah. You're the missing piece to his puzzle, so that's why he still communicates. Right. Water. Yeah, that's why he still communicates with you, because he's afraid that he's running out of time, because we have time as of the essence. He feels like you're losing trust in him because he's been very wishy-washy. Yeah. And he masks his feelings, and he appears to be very detached. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. And he feels like you're burned out. You're burned out. So what he does is he likes to reminisce. We have reminiscing on the good times. He likes to reminisce. What does it say? Miss you. Yeah, because he really misses that energy. He does miss you. He misses all of that energy that you used to put in. This is why you're getting, I'm sorry, apologies. This is the energy he's in. He's kind of like regretful and remorseful about how things have kind of just, yeah. And he still has hope in this connection. So that's why he's trying to be more passionate and affectionate towards you. That's why. That's why. That's why he's trying to show you that he's still interested in the connection, because he doesn't want to lose out. He doesn't want to lose out. He knows that you have a lot to offer. You bring a lot to the table. So if he loses out, I was just telling somebody this the other day. A lot of times guys do stupid shit because they're afraid that they're going to lose you, one. And two, they're going to have to start over with someone else. And a lot of times they fear having to start over. So they still hang on energetically. Even after you've broken up, they'll still hang on energetically because they don't want to start over with someone else. Instead of just doing right by you to begin with. Rico. Y'all, Rico ate my magician. He ate it. Just what happened. I don't know how he did this, but I'm forgiving. Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot of hope from the connection. Right, Aisha. Right. You're welcome, love. That's why he's hanging on, because he knows that he's going to have to prove himself. He knows he's going to have to prove himself. That's just the reality of it all. He's going to have to prove himself. You know it? Okay, y'all. Juliet, you can go ahead and drop your other question, love, and I'm going to hop off of here. What? Where are we at, y'all? 10:46, yeah. Right? It's like, it doesn't feel like that. Also, you guys, I'm going to be doing a collective singles read. What is today? Saturday. I'm going to do a collective singles read, hopefully tomorrow morning, and post it. So for those of you all who are single and you're trying to manifest new love, and this is going to be more of a timing, it's going to be more of a timing pick a card reading. So if you're looking for like a time frame and what spirit wants you to know in the meantime, while you're kind of in transition from breaking or ending a situation and waiting for something new to come in for you, keep an eye out for that. Yeah, Juliet, you can go ahead and drop your question, love. Aw, Aquarian. You'll meet somebody better, honey. You will. You'll meet somebody better. You'll meet somebody that's actually worth the time and energy. Whew. See, that's an up to him type of thing. I know. I doubted him, to be honest. I doubt it, but I do want to send you something for your birthday. Right. Same with Aquarian. Mike might be the one and he might not, but love is there. Love is there for you. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Five of Cups. Potential outcome. I got you, Juliet. I'm reading it. There are going to be some tower moments. There are going to be some challenges between the two of you. But he has a lot of love for you. Knight of Cups is here. Yeah. And there may be times when you go through these tower moments, because sometimes, I don't know if you're dealing with someone who's a fire sign, he may have ego issues. And he may have issues controlling his temper at times. But with the Four of Swords, you may just have to give him space at times and distance yourself. Distance yourself. Distance yourself. Exactly, Aisha. You know how like in kingdoms and empires where the king and the queen, the king and the queen, they will withdraw. You don't see them out very often. It's like the Queen of England. She only comes out at certain times of the day, like royalty. I'm not going to do it. When the king is in a mood, yeah. Em. You're hilarious. Yeah. And continue to wear the crown. Even if it gets knocked a little bit, because, you know, your person is a little bit rah, rah. So, you know, the crown kind of tilted to the side. You put it back up, and you keep going. You have an empire to run. Let the king over here, leave him in his quarters to have a fit. When he's ready, they'll bring him out. It's okay to leave the king over there. He'll be fine. Really. Problem is, we tend to care too much about what the king is doing. I'm a queen. I have things to do. I have business to run. I have errands to accomplish. The king can have his fit over there. Don't let it consume you. It's his problem, not yours. And he's a Taurus too. Very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. So yeah, you guys are going to have some, you're going to have some run-ins. He's going to give you a run for his money because Tauruses are definitely stubborn. And they have tempers. They do. And it's hard for them. It's hard for them. But there's a lot of love here. That's the beautiful thing. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love here. You know it. But there's going to be some tower moments. You're definitely going to have some challenges. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. There's going to be times where you feel like it's you and you feel like maybe you're not good enough for him. No, ma'am. Fix the crown. Wear it proudly. No, ma'am. 4 of Swords. Thank you, M. 5 of Cups. You're going to have, he's going to, listen, apologies. That's what it's going to take. You may even have some regrets here. There's some love. But until he's able to get his anger under control and he's willing to apologize, like I said, test his character. 5 of Pentacles. You may need to take a step back and you may need to be alone here with the 5 of Pentacles until he's able to, we're going to use this word, humble himself. Humble yourself and apologize and admit that you're wrong and admit that you made a mistake. You fell short, right? That's why there's something called atonement. That's why we have reconciliation. That's why we have words like forgiveness, because all of us have fallen short. We have acted the fool. We have acted out of emotion without thinking. And just like a child, why did you hit your sister? Because she took my truck. Okay, but there's a better way to handle that, right? Right? Instead of hitting her, ask her for the truck. You see what I'm saying? It happens. Now, here's the thing. Apologize to your sister for hurting her. Tell her you're sorry. Tell her you're sorry because you shouldn't have hit her. You see what I'm saying? Adults are the same way. Tell your girlfriend you're sorry for snapping at her because you shouldn't have snapped at her. It had nothing to do with her. You see what I'm saying? Some people didn't have that. And this is why I say it's important to know what you're dealing with. Learn someone's childhood history because it's important. It shapes their character as an adult. In the formative years of children, the first 5-6 years are the most critical in a child's character development. That's who they're going to be for the rest of their life. So whatever your person, husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, however he was raised within the first 6 years of his life has now set the stage for his character as an adult. So now he's 25, 35, 45, 55, however old he is, that's who he is now. So if he wasn't taught the importance of sharing, because sharing is caring, then he's not going to share. He's going to be a very selfish individual. If he wasn't taught the purpose, the point of apologizing and being respectful, he's going to be very disrespectful because it wasn't something that was taught to him. He feels like he can just take what he wants. There's no boundaries. We have those running around too. You see what I'm saying? So when you're dating, when you're dealing with people, get to know the history. Literally, history of this person before you claim a relationship. Because now you've got to deal with all the layers underneath what you see. All those layers, whether there's trauma, abuse, lack of boundaries, lack of respect, dishonesty. People who usually grow up to be liars were lied to as children. A lot of them were lied to as children. Yeah. See, but then even in that, Juliet, he has things to work out. That's his problem, not yours. I know that sounds harsh, but that's reality. It's his problem, not yours. It's his problem, not yours. You're not there to mother him. You're not his therapist. Does he pay you to be a therapist? No. So until he gets it together, let him figure it out. Like I said, you may end up having to walk away from it for a little while because he's got to figure out how to manage his anger. A lot of people, and I've seen it even in workplaces where they lashed out at another coworker or got aggressive, got in someone's face. That's how they were taught as a child to handle confrontation, to get in someone's face, be intimidating, be a bully. That's not acceptable behavior. So the judge will say, you need to take anger management classes because you don't know how to behave in public. We may have you do 30 days in jail because you don't know how to control your temper. You don't know how to act. You don't know how to behave like an adult. You see what I'm saying? So take the time to know who you're dealing with because it's important. That's up to you. That's up to you, Juliet. I feel like if you really love this person and you want to work it out, yes, give him some time. You don't have to leave. Give him some time to show you because people show you who they are. People show you who they are. Just like sometimes, for those of you who are new to the channel, hi Yessie, welcome love. Sometimes when I'm interviewing people during the week, just to give y'all a glimpse of my life, people will come in and be like, yeah, I'm looking for this type of work, but I haven't really worked in factory. They'll tell me I'm looking for factory work, but I haven't really worked in factory before. And I say, oh, really? Well, what was the last job you did? I worked in an office, but then I fell and I hurt myself and I had a major surgery on my shoulder. So my wheels are turning. So how are you going to work where you have a lot of heavy lifting going on? You see what I'm saying? And I barely even said anything. This person told me everything about themselves in a matter of 5 minutes. Yeah, and I have 5 kids. Sometimes it's hard for me to find a babysitter for them, and I have to use my friend's car to get me back and forth. You see what I'm saying? And she's telling me all of this information in 5 minutes. I just sat back. Sometimes you need to just sit back. Ride the wave. Let them show you who they are and let them tell you things about themselves. Just be comfortable. Just be pretty. Because I know y'all are beautiful. Yeah. Just sit back and listen. Sometimes talking too much, just listen. Hey, Divine. Just listen. And people will tell you everything you need to know. It's like, oh, really? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, and then when I was a child, when I was 4 years old, my mom and my dad, they got divorced, and I started acting out at school, and you're on the date with this guy, and he's telling you this. I started fighting by the time I was in middle school, and then I really got bad when I got into high school. You see what I'm saying? And he's just telling you all this, and you guys are out to dinner. So you're just listening. You're like, oh, really? I'm so sorry to hear that. That's, you know what I mean? But he's telling you about himself. See what I'm saying? It's like, whoa. Thank you, Divine Love. Sending you love right back. Yeah. You just, and sometimes you don't even want to tell everybody everything because it's a lot. And everybody don't need to know every little detail about your life. Especially if you're dating somebody because technically, they're still a stranger. Same thing we teach 5-year-olds about stranger danger. You don't want to tell them every little detail about you. You barely know this person 3 days, and they already know where you live, what you do, who you work with, what kind of car you drive, the neighborhood you live in. So it's a bit much. See what I'm saying? They done been all inside your house and see what you got going on. You don't even know this person. 2 weeks. You don't even know this person. They know this much information about you. How much damage could that much information do? If that information gets into the wrong hands of the wrong individual that you think, oh, he's handsome, he seems like a nice person, he could be a damn registered sex offender and you have no idea, but you've given him that much information. You've given him that much information. So be careful when you're sharing information, because people can use it against you. People can use it to their advantage. People can use it to manipulate situations. So be careful with it. Very careful with it. Let your words be few. Let them be few. Say what needs to be said. You know what, Juliet? You're most welcome, love. You don't even have to wait. You just keep moving right on along. Being happy. If you want to see someone else, if you want to date someone else, go ahead. You by all means, you're not obligated. Don't feel obligated to wait for an apology. He's already showing you his character. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You'd be surprised at the amount of women that said they were shocked to find out once they ran a background check on the person that they just met online, the information that they found out that they were dealing with. And some of these women had small children. This man is a registered sex offender. And he's not going to tell you that. Of course he's not going to tell you that. No, don't waste energy on him, Juliet. Don't waste any energy on him. If he really, like I said earlier, if he really has good character, he'll apologize. He'll humble himself. If not, he won't. And then that's great, because that shows you who he really is. That shows you his true character. Yep. Keep being the beautiful person that you are. Don't let it stop you. So y'all, I think I'm done for today, but thank you guys so much for all of the love, the support, hopping in. I will be back Monday for those of my singles. Be sure to watch for the singles read, pick a card. That will be up hopefully by Monday. I'm going to say by Monday, if not tomorrow, but I'll let y'all know. You're most welcome, Juliet. Much love to y'all.